Humans possess a unique ability to feel not only our own emotions, but also those of others. We empathize with the life experiences of others, whether they be joyous or sorrowful. A child in our neighborhood passing a difficult test, a friend announcing a pregnancy, or a close acquaintance dealing with a tragic loss. However, this empathy can take a darker turn when we derive pleasure from the misfortune of others. This reaction, known as Schadenfreude, is our topic of discussion today. Schadenfreude, a term borrowed from German, refers to finding delight in the suffering of others. This emotional response, though shameful to some, is universal. The roots of such an emotion trace back to ancient philosophy. Aristotle termed it as epiteurekakia. This pleasure in the pain of others is not restricted to any particular culture or language. Whether referred to as joie maline, cunning joy in French, liefdevermaak in Dutch, or the old Japanese adage that others' misfortune tastes like honey, the sentiment exists and holds truth around the globe. Schadenfreude should not be confused with gloating. While gloating implies active involvement in causing or contributing to another's misery, Schadenfreude is a passive form of pleasure derived from simply observing others' misfortune. The distinction between gloating and Schadenfreude lies at the heart of Friedrich Nietzsche's critique of the latter's illegitimacy. Unlike gloating, Schadenfreude lacks an earned joy. It stems from the suffering of others to which the observer has usually not contributed. Before we leap to the conclusion of judging ourselves for being disgustingly gleeful at others' calamities, it's crucial to unpack why we sometimes feel Schadenfreude. Broadly, this emotion takes shape in the forms of justice, rivalry, and aggression. Acclaimed psychologist N.T. Feather suggested that Schadenfreude might primarily be about justice, more specifically, that we are rejoicing in others' misfortune that we perceive as deserved. Likewise, Schadenfreude also manifests in rivalry and aggression, often intertwining with envy. When we compare ourselves with others, their misfortunes might afford us a sense of relief and satisfaction, thereby reducing our own feelings of envy or inferiority. Schadenfreude exhibits not only in interpersonal relations, but also in group dynamics. Think about cheering for a sports team. Watching your favorite team win and the rival team lose brings about a lot of satisfaction. Should your team's rival lose to a third party, however, it brings no material benefit, but still manages to incite joy. Having acknowledged the existence of Schadenfreude, we should not overlook that this emotion also resonates within our personal traits. Empathy usually steers our emotional responses to others' suffering. We feel concerned and dwell in their pain. We try to alleviate others' suffering to minimize our own distress. Contrarily, those who are unable to empathize might drift towards Schadenfreude. This tendency is particularly noticeable in individuals exhibiting dark triad personality traits, including Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy. This is not to say that Schadenfreude is an evil emotion. It's merely an aspect of human nature that manifests under various circumstances. The joy of seeing the deserving suffer, the satisfaction of feeling a bit superior, or the pleasure of seeing our nemesis falter, this is all just Schadenfreude at work. So, the next time you discover that an ex-lover has been dumped, feeling a tad bit content isn't abnormal. Embrace your feelings. It's natural. Now, fare thee well while I indulge in some Schadenfreude in the form of clumsy panda videos. If you enjoyed this video, we'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Your feedback not only supports us, but also helps our channel reach more viewers and continue to grow.